is now in a few years, but how do we do it safely? Because, as you said, the risk goes through the roof.
Absolutely, and I loved the example you gave earlier. It reminded me of a use case we actually designed with a partner for support ticket mining. So you've got 20 years of support ticket data, and you think, okay, I want to provide my customers with visibility on previous tickets to respond to their question. I mean, all these steps have been taken before. Surely this is not the most unique issue ever. But being able to handle that data correctly and redact all of the personal identifiable information, but not do it in such a hacky way that
you
lose all the value, and there's no correlation between issue and resolution. So, and the way that we solved that was actually using an LLM. And, LLMs governing LLMs, like, it becomes touchy, but yeah.
But that's kind of part of the agentic workflow thing, isn't it? Is you're going to have a doer bot and a supervisor bot, and you're trying to orchestrate in a way that gives you some higher level of control, which kind of feels like that's what What's Next gives you as well, is a way for a human to monitor, by exception, what's going on, because volume will be impossible to do otherwise.
I guess one interesting thing to me is this is the new model that we will be designing for. So historically, from a process and system standpoint, the majority of use cases are human in the loop. And where it's been logical to do so with machine learning, you could take a human out of the loop. But this is the most interesting one in terms of how do you strike that right balance between having a human overseeing things. And I guess I kind of see this human on the loop use case appearing for self-driving cars.
Well, I was going to say that the autopilot in airplanes are already in there. If anybody watches the air crash investigations group thing where the autopilot's like doing everything extremely together and goes, no, can't. And then the poor human's got to like situationally aware, what's going on? What's turning on?
Yeah.
But yes, it's very much in there.
I can give a very a practical example on human on the loop. So we are dealing with a customer who wants to automate it's a very old process, P automation, right, into their backend systems. But instead of an RPA doing it, they want to have an LLM doing it, right? So, and how we created human on the loop is we don't want